Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's look at my free-to-play account. This will be 6 weeks after launch, so let's see how we're doing. I guess we'll go to Vision cards first. I recently pulled Ifrit. I don't have any of the other ones that like buff your slash attack or whatever, so I would like those. I especially want Shiva, because I want that evade. And Espers here is how that is looking. Nothing much to say there. And equipment, also not too much to say. I'm just waiting for the update when we can select the type, you know, when we fuse guys together. I've been getting a lot of requests for a new video about equipment, and I will make that, but only after we get that update, so please be patient there. And then I guess something else I could say about equipment is that when they appear in the shop, I'm buying recipes for the Hero's Ring and then also the Wizard's Hat. And the reason for that is because they could be good for an evade build, so I would like to maybe one day get a +5 of both of those. That would be nice. Okay, then last let's look at units. Here's all the ones that I have. Let's see, still working on my 3 main guys. Yeruma, Jiza, and Ayaka. And then there are some other URs that I pulled that I'm not going to work on. Rob, and Engelbert, and Gilgamesh. And I think I have all of the MRs from the Hatcher, but there might be a couple that I'm missing. One character I'm not working on at the moment is Etoa. Like all free MRs, you should get all of their shards so that you can max them. But I haven't used her a ton in JP. She was good for a couple floors of the tower because you want the earth element units in there. But mostly in JP I've just been using her Trustmaster. Oh, also I'm waiting for Kiton, which is why I'm trying to save the earth element materials for her. And I definitely have all of the SRs, Rs, and Ns. Okay, let's take a quicker look at my favorites. Here is Yeruma, Limit Break 4, and then full stars. That's very amazing. And then for jobs, I have her almost at 12 for all of them. So I have access to all of her abilities except for Trinity Break, which is a good skill. Although I don't know how often I would use her as a knight. And then for ability enhances, this is what I'm looking at, 15 for most of the ones that I use. And then for ability set, here's how I have her set up. I like the fighting spirit. This casts a berserk on you as a reaction. Maybe in some cases this would not be the best, but I've been enjoying it, and it gives you a little bit of healing as well, so. And then as for shards, when she does appear in the shop, I am buying her, and then I'm playing her hard quest every day to get that. So maybe someday I'll have her maxed out, which would be insane for a free-to-play account. Okay, next is Jiza, also fully awakened. Limit Break 3 only. She was featured recently, so she was appearing in the shop. But I decided again to wait for Kiton and then pass on those shards. But I would like to get her, of course, to Limit Break 4 or 5. She has a good Trustmaster. As for jobs, I only got the Thief to level 12 because I wanted the Steel Heart, and I've been experimenting with that. Quick note about Steel Heart, you can't level it up, as you can see here, because it's entirely based on one thing, and that is the faith of your own character and then the character that you're targeting. So the higher that both are, the greater chance you have of making it happen. And if both characters, their faith is around like, 90 or something, you almost have a 100% chance to steal heart. So it can be a very powerful ability. And then I was thinking about making a video about just steal heart, but I'll just talk about it here. But in JP, ever since the beginning of the game, there's been a lot of runs done by YouTubers of like very high difficulty content with Steel Heart. So if you don't have like the brute force of like lots of high level URs or MRs, you can kind of cheese the quests with Steelheart. So it might be a good option for like Dolphins or free-to-play players to level up 1 or 2 guys with Steelheart, just so you can have that option for high difficulty quests. And I did say in my non-UR recommended units video which characters have Steelheart, so you can look at that. And then probably when I get enough other characters for like Arena or other PvP, I might take Jiza out of that team, because I feel like she doesn't really work super well in auto battle. She's much better in a manual battle situation, although that might change with the ability on-off thing. But once I take her out of my PvP team, then I'll work on getting her faith up as high as I can get, and then she'll be my heart stealer from now. Okay, next is Ayaka. She's also frozen. She has been pretty buzzworthy in JP. She's been appearing a lot in arena teams. But I have her in 79 in JP, and she's good enough for me there, so maybe someday I'll get her to 79 here. I'm also playing her hard quests every day to get her shards. Okay, next is Mont. Fully awakened, fully broken. And then for jobs, I have just the Paladin at 12 for now. I wanted to get the Immortal Spirit. This is one of his best abilities, I think. Also one of the best abilities for any tank, I would say, including Engelbert. I would like to get his Jamming Edge. That could be a good attack for his Lord ability, and I think that's a main skill of his, so that would be good to have. TP Break, I'm not in any rush to get, so I might just leave that unlocked. Divine Grace also, I don't think I'm going to unlock this. I'd much rather that he use like Sentinel or something. Okay, next up is Yashutora. She's still in my main team, I still really like her. Once in a while I poke my head into Reddit just to see what people are saying. And there's like weekly rant threads, that's my favorite thread. And then there's there's one about like regrets that you had in the game. I was kind of worried that people were going to regret leveling up Yashutora, but nobody really said so. I still stand by my recommendation to level her up. I think she's good. She'll be great for the tower. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of use out of her in my free-to-play account here. Okay, next is Shadowlinks. She's a little bit frozen as well. I need this rainbow shard to awaken her here. Although at this rate, it might be just better to wait for Kiton, because I want Shadowlinks as a chainer, but Kiton is also going to have that 3-hit attack. So, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Ideally, I could use them together, but yeah. And then right now, there's that tactics collaboration going on, where you can fight Kukure. And I've been doing that a lot, and then I've been buying these Fragment of Thoughts, and then these soul things, Awakening Prisms. And I've been trying to get as much dark as possible because in addition to Shadowlinks, I also have Gafgarion. He's waiting on the back burner, but someday I'd like to work on him. And then Phoebe, she's hanging out, almost fully limit broken. And then Vajim, I put him back in my team actually because I saw all the videos of like people with Steelheart, and then he has that as well, so I'd like to work on him. And I think that's it for main characters that I'm working on. And then as for quests, let's see. I've been doing the EX quest, mostly just for those medals. Haven't been playing these too much, although I probably should be. If you have nothing else to do, this is actually the best quest to do. Because even if you don't need the books, you get all this other stuff. You get the equipment leveling stuff, you get these seals, and then also the vision card stuff, so I can highly recommend these quests. But yeah, I think that is a nice look at my account, 42 days in. Probably at 50 days we'll get a nice bonus, but we'll see, don't quote me on that. Alright, thanks for watching and we'll see you again. Take care.